So actually, let me just say this. The problem is, listen, the men have, you're right, have not talked. That's not a woman problem. That's a man problem. That's first of all. Two, if we take a hypothetical and we look at Comcast Xfinity, let's just say that there was a problem with the call centers. Do the people who are working on the electric poles, do they need to come in and fix a problem? No, they don't, because those things are fine. The problem is that black men, in my opinion, this is going to be hard to hear. They don't want to take responsibility for the mess that their forefathers have left, because they want to talk about don't date single moms. The problem is that black men want to wait forever and a day to actually settle down, and by the time they want to settle down, those women got kids. And black men have instilled a culture of hookup culture and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is, like, we've got to take stock of like where the culture is at, what caused those problems. Is there work for women to do? Absolutely. Is there work for men and women, black women and black men to do simultaneously together, collaboratively? Yes. But there is some work that black men need to do individually. And I'm not going to be giving y'all pairing up with women to help you do your work. You need to do the work for yourself.
So and this goes into our next topic, because it kind of goes with it. And I think the problem is this. I know that there was a conversation on Wednesday that I know Mistake was part of a little bit of it. It was like, basically talking about how women dress and men don't want to date this person. The problem is y'all only dating. It don't matter what she dressed like, because at the end of the day, y'all not marrying them. Y'all not marrying Plain Jane. You're not marrying Mary Poppins. You're not marrying the hoe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody's getting married. So it's almost like you want all these high standards for no ending. It's like you wanted to run a race and be the best of the best, and there's no finish line just so you can take advantage of it. It's almost, I really believe that men are playing chess, women are playing checkers.
Think about that, HG.
The reason, because you got all these high standards, right? For what though? So she submits to you. Does that mean you're going to marry her? Absolutely not. More than statistics have shown that you're not going to marry her, right? Now, this is not a one size fits all, because we have men who are on this platform who are happily married. We're not talking about those. They're the minority. If you look at the stats, they are the minority, whether we like it or not, right? So what is the point in us having these conversations if you just want her to be the best of the best and you still not gonna marry her?
The fact that black men want to tell women, like, I don't know, there's probably a better way to say it, but preach to women about what it takes to be a wife is the biggest hypocrisy of all. It's hysterical. They don't get married. Now, if you are a black man who has been married, okay, fair enough. But a lot of these dudes have never been married. Us as a collective, it's embarrassing. We should not be the people at all talking about what it takes to be keeping these families together. That is we need to be, like I said, I don't want to go on down spiels, but I'm just saying there's work to be done, HD. Let's get our hands dirty. I'm willing to get my hands dirty.
Sir.
So
I don't understand what y'all be hearing when I speak.
No, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's the collective of men.
No, it's not about me. But the thing is like we both have very different ways of tackling the same problem.
Yeah.
The problem is that the community is in shambles, has been in shambles, and the only way it's going to work together, you're saying, hey, we just need to get the leaders together. But if you don't have nobody to follow the leaders, the guys are just walking around by themselves. So I always approach this from the standpoint of it takes two to tango. Right. A house divided against itself cannot stand, right? So that means that if you're unwilling to put some smoke on the women and also put the smoke on men, you need to put the accountability where accountability is supposed to be.
Okay, so
women ain't responsible for everything.
No, 1 second, HD.
Guys ain't responsible for everything.
So HD,
you need to find the things that the men are responsible for. Work on that,
right?
And you need to find the things that the women are responsible for.
Okay, so HD,
and you work on that.
So HD, let's picture this. Everybody in the chat and on the panel, just close your eyes. Think about the altar. The woman's at the altar. She's ready to get married. The guy's not there. We need to go have a conversation with the guy. Is there any work that the woman needs to do? Absolutely not. So I'm saying there's some work that the men have to do on their own. We need to find a way to get that guy to the altar. Not everybody needs to get married, but I'm just saying there is some work. It's a metaphor. It's a double entendre, a double entendre. I'm just saying. There's some work, and what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling is black men need to feel like, hey, if I'm out here shoveling something, sorry, that sounds kind of slavery-ish. If I'm out here doing some work, the women need to be out here doing some work with me, the same work with me too. And they don't need to do the work. They've already been doing the work. Like, we need to get black men more educated. They need to stop dropping out. We need to stop them getting black men going to jail. That's not the same work. That black women don't have to do that same work. Black men need to do that work.
So, sir, go ahead, Shan.
So it is two parts, right? So I see. So when it relates to message, all I'm saying is it becomes a little hard to. It's almost like if there's no finish line anyway, what's the point? You understand what I'm saying? If it's so hard, if that goal is so unobtainable, people just give up. They just go do what they want to do because they're gonna get the same results. I think one of the things they brought up on Wednesday was Aisha said hoes are winning. Like, she getting her bills paid, she getting all these things right, and yes, she's not getting married, but neither is the chick who's sitting at home not doing, who's plain Jane. Neither one of them are getting married, right? But plain Jane is getting used the same way, just a little different. Her time is still being wasted because she's probably in one relationship that's just not going anywhere. He's still not marrying her either. There are just as many plain Janes that aren't married. There are women who are about their life. And there's just as many about their life women who are married that there are plain Jane. It's like, obviously you don't want people to be walking around like, oh, out in the streets. That's just never good. Then you should want to do that for yourself. But what I'm saying to you is, we're tired of hearing, okay, you're not wife material, but nobody's getting married. What's the point of being wife material if you ain't getting married? Wife is for a husband, not just the date. She's a wife.
HD, I said this on the last panel that I was on with Miss Taken and Shan. The day that black men start getting married at a 50% clip, I will shut up. Wake me up when it's that day.
Whoa.
And I don't want to mess up. So we want to be the guys who are getting married. I can tell you this: it's more men on these platforms who've been married. Like, I've come in contact with, like, the Sweeneys, the APs, HG has been married. So obviously, this may not even be something you can talk about because that's not you. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about the majority. You do understand that you are the minority, right? We're talking about the majority. What is stopping these men? Just like you were able to find your wife. What's stopping these men from finding a wife? You can't tell me they ain't never had one good girl that came in their life. Like, not one.
They ain't really.
So this is.
And AP, I'm gonna actually ask you this question because I think this is part of the problem that's not discussed as well, and I think it could go on both sides. You were married and divorced. You've been open and honest about the role you played in leading up to that divorce. Now, after you got divorced, what work did you put in on you to grow from that situation to become a husband at this stage?